Begin sitting, whatever way is comfortable for you. So I'm sitting in Virasana. You could sit in cross-leg, you could sit on a chair, but grab a scarf or a belt or some bit of a yoga strap. I've got a stretchy band, works really well for this. And we'll use that in a second. And we'll just start off by finding a nice tall posture. So you want to sit on the sit bones, pelvis in a neutral place, hands resting in the legs, and just drop your shoulders back and down, bring the head into alignment. Take a moment now to close your eyes, breathe out. And let the next breath come into the belly, expanding into the ribs and chest. Empty it out slowly. And one more time, that full 3-phase breath. And as you breathe out this time, let the head drop down. And then roll your head as you breathe in. Roll it over towards your shoulder, keeping the shoulders back and down. As you exhale, roll the head around and down towards the chest. Keep going through to the other side. And just stay with this movement now. We'll do that one more time to each shoulder. So moving in rhythm with your breath. And when the head comes around and down, let's leave it there. Think the fingers behind your head, interlacing, elbows in. Take a breath. And just drawing the head in and down a little more as you exhale. Now in the inhale, let the head go back into the hands, let the elbows go wide, opening the chest. Good, stay here, breathing out. Perfect, one more big breath in, let the elbows go back, head back. And breathing out, we'll let go. We're going to pick up that belt, that scarf. And as we inhale, we'll lift it up overhead. So big stretch to the sky. Good, now ease it back behind. Mind those shoulders, back and down. Good. As we breathe in, we draw it up from behind, opening through the chest and shoulders. And as we exhale, bring it down in front. And that's it. We're going to keep going with that. We'll do about 3 more rounds of that. But if you feel that there's somewhere along the path where things feel really, really tight, you really need it, pause there for a breath. So you can keep it going in that smooth movement or pause along the way. But let the breath be a really crucial part of this. So it's kind of simple. I know there's a lot of sensation in it. But really focus on your breath. Try not to throw the head forwards or the lower ribs. Keep the body in one tall, straight line. Let's go 2 more breaths with this. So just take your time now, this last breath. And when the belt or strap comes down in front, just leave it down. We're going to shift onto our feet, stretching out the legs. Here we'll come to Uttanasana. You could use what you were sitting on there, bring it in front of you, put your hands on it. But as you do that, don't, lean into it. It's not downward dog, it's Uttanasana. Weight in the feet. And if anything, just sort of pull your hips back a bit. So maybe we drop the hands over the far side of the block or bolster. Draw your hips up and back. Drop your head. And you don't have to use the prop for the hands. The hands could just be on the ground. Keep the head down and let's breathe through the nose. Stay here for one more breath. Bend the knees now. We'll roll up, inhaling from up about halfway. And then be where you are, breathing out. Maybe a sway, maybe just stay where you are. Keep going, not quite all the way up, nearly all the way. Stay there, breathe out. Heavy head, heavy arms. Let the next inhale take you all the way up. And let the shoulders roll back. Let the head come into alignment. Big breath into the sky. Breathe in. Reaching the hands up. And breathe out. We're going to drop forwards, linking the fingers behind the back. Drop the head. You can have your hands against your sacrum. Or if you like, as you breathe in, now lift your hands up for a shoulder stretch. Breathe out, be here. So just go to that breath. One more deep inhale through the nose. Long exhale, drop deeper. Let the hands go to your shins. Breathe in, half lift. Now walk it on out to your hands and knees. So clear any of these props out of your way. We'll come to hands and knees. We'll start to move through cat and cow. So following your breath, breathe in, lifting the head, lift the tailbone. Breathing out, winding the back into cat pose. And let's do this 2 more times in rhythm with your breath. And last one. Ujjayi sound in your throat. Let's come back to that cow pose once more. Inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Drop your head, breathing through your nose. Now, little steps. Let's head for the top of the mat. When we get there, we'll breathe in, hands to the shins, half lift. Breathe out, drop in, Uttanasana. We're going to roll up all the way, bend the knees, inhale. Take the hands to the sky. And bring it in, hands to the heart, exhale. Now pause here, drop the arms by your sides, close your eyes, take a breath. So we're going to move through 3 rounds of moon salutation. It's a little variation on sun salutation that brings in a little more back bending, which is lovely. So we did it the other morning. We'll breathe in, we'll take the arms wide, reach up to the sky. And as we breathe out, gather in and fold down, hands to the earth, Uttanasana. As we breathe in, half lift, inhale, hands on the shins. We lead with the left leg. So exhale, fingertips to the floor, step the left leg back and let the knee come down to the ground, pointing the toes back or keeping them curled under. You decide. Now crescent moon, inhale gently. Rise up, feel that through the left hip. Hands to the earth as you exhale. Back to downward dog as you inhale. And then as we exhale, we come to our knees. We bend the elbows, bring the chest down between the hands, look forwards, your chin touches the earth. And then you slide through into cobra, draw the chest forwards. Downward dog, exhale, smooth flow. Left leg forwards now, breathing in. And as you breathe out, bring the back knee down. Feel the earth under you. Rise from there, crescent moon, inhale. Hands to the earth as we exhale, we step forwards and bow, Uttanasana. Rise up, inhale. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, open wide and up to the sky. Exhale, gather in, fold down. Half lift slowly, inhale. Right leg back, exhale. Knee to the earth, get ready. And then rise as you inhale, crescent moon. Feel this through the front of that right hip. Draw it down, hands to the earth, exhale. Now feel the inhale pick you up into downward dog, lifting through the hips and lower belly. Keep that lift in the lower belly as you exhale to your knees, chest, and chin. You keep your hips up. And then as the chest slides forwards, the hips come down, cobra. And back, downward dog. Right leg, inhale. Exhale, knee to the earth, taking the weight into the legs. You rise up, inhale. Exhale to the standing forward bend. So long breath out. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, open, reach up. This builds a little heat in the body. Exhale, folding in and down. Uttanasana. Deep inhale, no rush, half lift. Left leg back, exhale. Crescent moon, inhale. Exhale, just the hands to the earth, no rush. Now downward dog, inhale. Exhale, knees. Look forwards, chest and chin come down. Slide the chest forwards, open into cobra. Lift and pull back, downward dog. Left leg. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the knee down, the hips low. Rise in crescent moon. You might feel at the top of that crescent moon, it's nice to interlace the last 3 fingers. Exhale, hands down, step forwards and fold. Inhale, rise up. Gather it in, exhale. Right leg, inhale, open up. Exhale, deeper forward bend now. Inhale, half lift. Hear the whispering sound of your breath. Right leg, exhale. Inhale, crescent moon. Maybe with that Kali mudra at the top, interlacing the last 3 fingers. Hands to the earth, exhale. That's all. Downward dog now. Inhale. Knees. Exhaling, chest and chin. Elbows by your sides, tucked in. Smooth flow through to cobra. Downward dog, exhale. Right leg, inhale. The knee to the earth, exhale. Get ready to rise. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale. Hands to the earth, step forwards and bow. Inhale. Rise up. Exhale. Hands to the heart. We can do it the exact same way, or maybe this time hands behind the hips. As you breathe in and rise up, open through the chest, elbows back, pull down and press forwards with your hands. And then folding forwards, the hands come down the backs of the legs, over the backs of the knees, the calves to the ankles, tuck in. Slide the hands around the front to the shins, half lift. Left leg back, exhale. Knee right down to the earth. And rise, inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, hands to the earth. Downward dog, inhale. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Downward dog, exhale. Left leg, inhale. And bring the knee down, exhale. Get ready. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Uttanasana. All the way to the sky, inhale. Gather to the heart, exhale. So last time, hands to the sky or to your hips. Inhale, that little standing back bend or just extending tall. Exhale, fold. Perhaps the hands massaging down the backs of the legs, all the way to the ankles. Fold in. Slide the hands around the front to the shins, half lift. Right leg back, exhale. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Downward dog, exhale. Right leg, inhale. Knee comes down, exhale, hips deep. Last crescent moon, inhale. Exhale, stepping forwards, bow down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, gather in tadasana. Drop the arms by your sides, close the eyes. Breathe. Now, we're going to bring the bolster back in, if you have one. We'll use that now in a moment. So just have that near the front of your mat. Let's take the feet a little bit wider, turn them out, and we'll come towards a squat. So first inhale, hands to the sky, reach. And exhale, drop into your squat. And we haven't done a whole lot of hip opening yet, so maybe hands to the earth and just let the hips have a little movement here. And take one more breath. Freeing up your hips, whatever way works for you right now in this squat. Now let's walk it on out into downward dog. Drop to the hands and knees, breathe in, opening up into cow pose, head up, tailbone lifts. And round into cat pose, exhale. Now find tabletop, halfway between the two. Inhale, curl the right toes under. Exhale and lift the left leg up, keeping the knee bent. Let the right arm come back by your side. Find your balance here. Hold your foot if you can get it. And now open up a kneeling bow pose. Your foot pushes up and back. Breathe. Stay with your breath now. Let it go. Bring your hand down, bring your knee right into your nose, curl in. Put the knee down, curl those toes under. Breathe in, we'll lift up the right leg, just engaging a little bit through the core, that tabletop action through the middle. Bring the left hand back. So find the balance first. Hold your foot if you can. Stay connected through the center as you press the foot up and back. Keep the navel pointing towards the floor. Steady gaze. Keep breathing. Now, as you breathe out, bring the hand down. If you can, bring the knee into your nose. Exhale. Knee down. Let's bring the bolster in here now. So if you don't have a bolster, you're just going to do this without, and that'll be fine. It's just bow pose with a bit of a prop. So we're going to bring ourselves forwards to land the lower abdomen on the bolster. Okay. And then we're going to reach back. See if we can get the feet in bow. So you might have to adjust just where you are on the bolster. If you're too far forward, you can feel like you're going to fall onto your face. That's not good. If you're too far back, it's going to pinch the lower back. So there's a sweet spot somewhere in between. And you might have to try a couple of times to get that. But what this does is it gives you much more of a lift in your chest. Breathe into that now. I'm going to try one more time because I want to come forward a bit. That's better. Breathe. So the thighs are on the floor. Normally in bow, we might lift them up. No strain in your neck. One more breath. Let it go. Bring it on down. You can bring your hands to the floor or the bolster if you have it. Push back into child's pose. Knees close together. Stretch your hands over and around the front of the bolster if you can. And drop the head. So if you don't have the prop, you could use a couple of blocks for your hands or nothing. Just let the hands be on the floor. Feel that extension through the back. Curling the fingers around the front of your prop. So you're kind of holding on. Pull back through your hips. But now let go. Let's come up slowly, just rounding the back. Sit on the heels. Breathe out. Okay. Move over to the right side of your mat, keeping the hips on the heels for a second. And then we'll sit the hips over to the left, just coming off your heels. And lift up your right leg, bring it around, put the foot on the floor. And make a little space so you can sit your right hip down. And we'll turn to the right. So left arm comes around, right hand behind. Now, deep breath in. Lengthen through the spine. See about getting that front foot flat on the floor. And as you breathe out, get your right sit bone down. Deepen the breath. You can take any variation with the arms here that works for you. For example, the left arm comes over the leg, the hand like a high five. Maybe the right hand behind the back. Maybe the left hand under the leg and the hands can meet. One last breath. And then we unwind. And swap over. So fold the right leg under, let the left leg come up and over the top. Get that left foot to the floor, get the two sit bones down. And let's see how it feels. Go around the other way. So right arm comes around the leg, left hand behind us. Root down that front foot, the left sit bone. Rise up through the spine. Good. Go inside now. Close the eyes. Turning the head. So the twist comes all the way up to the top of the neck. Deepen the breath. It's like you're wringing out the body here. This is quite a strong twist. We're not just relaxing, settling into it, holding tight, twisting around, like wringing out what we don't need. Breathe into it. Taking any variation with the arms that works for you on this side, may not be the same as the other. One last breath. Bring it around, back to the center. Good. Stretch the legs out in front. We'll do a little seated forward bend. This can be with your knees bent. You could even come forwards. I still have my bolster there. You could pop your legs over it. Seated forward bend like that. So the knees are bent. It just eases out your back. And let the head go. Now breathe in. Come up slowly. And you know, if you have the legs over the bolster like that, you could just go ahead and roll your way down, but maybe you want to get your cushion or your eye pillow or anything like that for Savasana. Now, because I have a bit of a cough today, a kind of throat on me, I'm going to prop myself up. So it's kind of a good one to know if you do have a cough. The lying down flat can really aggravate it. So what you do is you get your bolster and you just kind of make a little bit of an incline with it using blocks to prop it up a bit. And I'm going to use some cushions then under the legs. So you can play with the height of the blocks till you find what works for you. You'll need a cushion for your head, maybe a couple of cushions for the legs. Now you're welcome to do this or your regular Savasana. See what works for you. You sit on the ground in front of it. So it sits right into your back when you lie back. And I'm going to do baddha konasana with the legs, but with lots of cushions. So it doesn't feel like a big strain or anything. Now I need another couple of cushions maybe for the arms here. So I'll get them now. But this is pretty good. Now make sure whatever you have set up supports you completely. So for example, if the bolster is elevated, the arms need a little more support under them because the ground is further away. And so bring in cushions. Something under the head to help lengthen the back of your neck. And something supporting the legs. Now settle into the breath. Let yourself be held. And feel the simplicity of your breath. coming and going. Notice how you feel. And if you have more time, feel free to stay. 20 minutes of Savasana, just simple, quiet space. But if you're ready to move on with your day, let's move slowly. Take a deeper breath into the belly. Let it go slowly. If you're like me in baddha konasana, we're going to extend the legs. The legs are already extended. Let the kneecaps roll towards the ceiling. And then it depends. You're either going to drag the legs in, or if you're slightly supported, as I am, we're just going to come up from here. Hands on the earth, you push yourself up. Otherwise, you're rolling to the side. Coming up from your side when you're ready. And we'll come to a cross-leg position. Rest the palms on the legs, just let them face up. Close the eyes. Notice how you feel. And then bring the hands together in front of the heart. And bring to mind what it is that you feel grateful for this morning. And then let's take a deep breath in. Let's stretch up to the sky. And bring the hands together, draw them down, exhaling to the third eye, the heart center, and the earth. Namaste.